Hey, boy, my hair is really getting long. I just wanted to take a moment and add a little video note to my invitation to help me at base camp by helping to tend the fire for one of the breakout groups. And I really hope that you're comfortable playing that role. My hope is that everyone who has spent some time around the base camp fire just starts to feel naturally how to behave in the space. And yet at the same time, I expect that people who are there for the first time, it seems simple to us who have done it before. To people who have never been, it may seem very strange. Because really what we're trying to do is create a space for conversation that's quite unlike the space that we normally have access to during our day-to-day lives, whatever corner of the world we are fully invested in and focused upon. And so it's a subtle art, but it is an art to help hold that space for one another. I hope that some of the information that I've tried to put down in an email is helpful for you. I know that it seems in some places incomplete. Maybe in some places it seems like too much information. All I can share is, that's where we honestly are at in the journey. And that also seems to me to be part why it's so important to keep experimenting together at trying to create a distinctive space where a different quality of conversations can happen. If I had to distill it all down into a couple of things, I think maybe the first and most important thing is to believe that the larger purpose of why we gather is a deeply important one. And I think it's about believing that we do need to connect much, much more with one another across all of the differences that we are aware of in society and many of the differences that we're not even aware of. That contrary to a whole culture that tells us, less talk and more action, that actually we're not talking enough. We are not interacting enough if what we're serious about is reaching a better world together for all of us. And there is so much missed opportunity to act better by investing this time in talking with one another, listening with one another, complicating our own understanding of the world and how it works, so that whenever we do act, whenever we do form our own intentions, we're doing so from a richer place than we had before. And I think if that's all we hold on to, that sense that if we could just talk more, if we could figure out how to argue less and listen more, that would be a great good thing. And then to invite people to try to do that. I think the rest is all tactics. There's a handful of belief statements that Rob and I have put together that I think his experience has shown these work, these help. Beliefs like we all have something to contribute here. I think that those belief statements help. And then a handful of questions, which, questions are an inviting way to interrupt people, just to help people connect with, we're getting into, one of those patterns, which is totally fine. It's hard to break out of those patterns, but let's take this space and this opportunity to set aside some of those behaviors and try out some new ones. And so, yeah, we've given a handful of, excuse me, of questions to help you to do that. And here's my cat. Hello. Hello, Agave. So I hope that you accept my invitation. I will always be there to help as best I can. And thank you. Thank you for helping to tend the fire.